October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are so excited to welcome Jen Johnmeyer, who is one of this year's Portraits of Hope, as well as Nikki Leak from the American Cancer Society, and Making Strides event. It's coming up next weekend.
I know. I can't believe it's already here.
I know.
It's just gone by so fast. So next Saturday, October 28th, festivities begin at 8 o'clock in the morning. So bright. Hopefully. Bright.
Yes. Bright, yes.
And early.
That's what we're putting out there.
Sunny.
Manifesting.
Sunny.
I was telling our meteorologist, Alina, and I was telling her, listen, I don't care if it's cool. I just want some sun and or no rain.
Yes.
I agree.
That'd be great.
It was, we were talking about it earlier a couple of years ago, and you remember.
I remember. I was there.
Yes.
But we still had fun.
We did.
You know, we're going to have fun no matter what.
Rain or shine, you're going to make it work.
Rain or shine, literally, we can make it work.
So, Jen, can we go to Portraits of Hope? I know you've been one before. And, you've been on our show a million times. And
a million times. It's 1,000,001 today.
1,000,001 on our 5-year.
Milestones.
But a lot of people don't know about your journey.
Right.
So would you mind letting our viewers know, because every story is important and you never know who you're going to help by telling your story?
Absolutely. So I never really had time to think about breast cancer before I got it. So I had no risk factors. It wasn't in my family at all, any cancer really. And so I was diagnosed when I was 35. I thought I was just going in for a quick biopsy, and then they put me under it, and I woke up and they were like, we got it all, but it was cancer. And I was like, what? I was not ready for that. No. So because I was so young, I had to have it treated very aggressively. What you don't know when you get cancer is obviously you have no idea what to do, and so organizations like this are just so important, because I was able to get help. I had to drive 50 miles, back and forth, like one way was 50 miles. Oh. So I got help with gas money, lodging, just all the little expenses, because you have all of your medical bills, but what people don't talk about is that you also have to pay for your life. You have to pay your bills, you have to, and you definitely don't feel like working. So I was so grateful. I even got a free wig, which looked the most like real hair of any of the wigs I shopped for. So I'm just all the little things. Makeup, I didn't feel like wearing makeup at all, but they had a Look Good, Feel Better program, and I just can't thank them enough. I mean, it's the stuff you don't think about that they're there to help with. And I have just been so grateful to have made it through and to be able to give back ever since. So.
Wow.
Well, and it's so important for our viewers and maybe people that are just passing through, the southwest part of the state, to hear stories such as yours, because there are resources out there. And maybe when it's a time where they feel most alone, they're not.
Yes, it is. And that's another wonderful thing. You get to meet this amazing community of people who have walked before you, are walking with you, and walk after you. And it is just, I can't imagine not ever being a part of this, because it's been 13 years now since I was diagnosed. And hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And I'm grateful still every day.
And Nikki, can you tell us too how the ACS gets involved and how supportive they are in the different programs that you offer? Because we do this once a year for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but this is going on all year long.
Absolutely. The fundraisers like Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, that's to provide funding for breast cancer research. I mean, I always say, without research, we will never find better treatments. We will never find better ways of early detection. We won't be able to find better ways of taking care of people. Yes. And without research, you're almost just putting a Band-Aid on the issue.
Right.
Well,
we were talking to some other survivors the other day too, and it's amazing to see the amount of money we've raised, which is amazing, but to see how far that research has helped and how different the treatments are now versus, for example, when my grandmother had it in '94,
right.
How vastly different the treatments are. So that research is working.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And ACS funds grants for research, not just breast cancer, but all types of cancer as well. And again, without research, we'll never find a cure. So that's number one. But we also have programs and services that help during that cancer journey as well. So we have a program called Reach to Recovery, where we have people who are breast cancer survivors that connect with newly diagnosed breast cancer survivors. I've always said, unless you've been there yourself, you truly do not understand what somebody goes through day to day, even just minute to minute, right?
Yes.
Just mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And so when you're able to connect with somebody who's been there, is such a tremendous help. And as she had said, we are able and very grateful for, the donations that we get to the American Cancer Society, that we do provide transportation and lodging through our wonderful, amazing healthcare systems that we get to work with. So there are just different ways that we're able to help, not only through the journey when people are dealing with it, but also funding, a cure for the future.
Yeah.
And
It's ongoing.
hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and speaking of making strides, taking that step to further the research, raise the money, show the support, that's happening next Saturday.
Yes.
October 20, is that 28th?
28th.
Starting at 8 a.m., but you guys are going to have so much fun stuff, like before, during, and after the walk. Can you take us through that real quick?
Absolutely. Be there at 8 o'clock. It's when the festivities begin. And then one of the things that we have is a picture that we do of all of the survivors together before the actual walk begins. So I want to encourage people to get there for that because they don't want to miss out on it. And we love having that picture. So at 8:35, give or take, but I will say get there a little bit earlier if you want to make sure to get in that picture. We have jazzercise taking place because we got to get that blood flowing before we get to walking. And then, of course, after the end of the walk at the finish line, we're going to have live music. We've got food trucks that people can purchase, all kinds of yummy food.
Yeah.
And then we have a kids' corner. Just a lot of activities that are taking place after the walk as well.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll see you there on the 28th. Be there, be square, guys. And speaking of jazzercise, guess what? We have jazzercise next. We're going to do a little dance party jazzercise for our 5-year anniversary. We're just prepping for next weekend, basically.
Yes.
We'll
Get
be
warmed
back.
up now.
Get it going.